Good morning, this is Carolyn Borba. I've had a most difficult morning, so I thought that I would start this day before I go to work by talking about praise and worship covered by God's song. When you're having a difficult time, getting into the Word or hearing His music is the best way to go. So this is praise and worship number 2, covered by God's song. And when I kept silent about my sin, my body wasted away. And the first thing that came to my mind is sickness. The question is, does God still love me? Is this sickness from sin, or is this sickness from something out of my control? Regardless of what it is, God is there and He still loves us. An unconfessed sin, as Will was speaking about, was wasting David's life. And what happens with that is our focus, because of our internal spirit, the focus is never on the exterior things around us. The focus, we may be walking through life and doing daily chores, but the sin is ever present in our spirit. And the way that we get that forgiveness is we must ask God for it. God's waiting to hear from us. And because He's our hiding place, and He preserves me from trouble, surrounds me with songs of deliverance, the only way that's going to happen is when we call upon God. God is always there. He's always present, but He waits to hear from us. And that is, once that sin is brought to life, it no longer controls our thoughts. And the other thing is that in the picture of heaven, the shouting and singing, that's celebration. Celebration is the end result of bringing all of that to life and asking God for forgiveness. That's when this celebration happens. So to do an activation for that, it would be having someone show the activation of sin, whether it's with a dark black flag, whether it's with a pose of talking about the sin, or whatever sin feels like in that person. It's deep. It's very deep inside them. And it has to come out through the mouth, through confession of sin. So that would be the activation that I would believe would explain or express the depth of sin. And someone could be doing the black flags. I would never use a black billow, but the black flags would certainly represent that. Or to be dressed in black and then revert that to the washing of the washing of the body with the blood of the Lord. And that all that then would bring about celebration. And that's what I want to have this morning as I go down to my workplace to minister to women. I want that celebration to be in my heart and not the cares of the world. So I hope that will suffice for this. I do know that God tells us that He will instruct us to teach us the way that we should go. And again, we must first ask. I will counsel you with my eyes upon you. Open our spiritual eyes, Lord, that we may walk through this day with our spiritual eyes open and our spiritual ears opened also to receive what the Spirit is saying to us. Thank you.